Central banks around the world have been researching and talking about the cost benefits and the notion of a central bank kind of digital currency. Now, my position has always been that there will be a digital currency. My opinion has always been that it's going to come out of the IMF, because the IMF already has it, has already been working on it. And the IMF is going to be the leader in taking us in to a one world government, because my thesis that has been that, and I wrote about this in 2009, has been the currency is going to be the thing that's going to usher in the one world government. That, you know, we know how the story's going to end. It's going to be done on currency. Anyway, Jerome Powell says central bank digital currency could supplement existing national currencies. Benefits include faster, less costly international transactions. Well, that would be a good thing. But the Fed, Jerome Powell says, also consider the risk of cyber attacks. This is going through the internet. Billions of dollars of Bitcoin have already been stolen due to cyber attacks. Counterfeiting. There are right now, I'll say 100. It's probably a lot more than that. People sitting in prison for all the counterfeiting. There is fraud that is rampant in these as well. And all of that, then, the monetary policies of the central bank have to be willing to be able to deal with that or fix it. So, because one of the goals of Jerome Powell and every Fed chairman that came before him is to maintain financial stability in the U.S. dollar or the U.S. currency, we could say. That's the central role of the Federal Reserve, or the central role of a central bank, is to maintain stability in their respective currency. So financial transactions that are coming from all over the world, it is essential to get this right. This is Jerome Powell speaking. Well, so just for the sake of finishing the conversation, the thesis of my writings in 2009 was the great experiment called the Eurozone. We have learned some lessons. And the greatest lesson that the IMF will use to sell the notion of a currency that every developed nation is participating in, eventually a one world currency, is the biggest thing they're going to do with that is they're going to use it to make a case for a one world government. And the Eurozone learned a lesson through their experiment of a one currency that only 17 nations, 16 once the EU is out, or the UK is out, but out of 27 that actually use the euro as their main currency. So they'll say what we've discovered is you can't have 17 different parliaments making a decision about bailing out Greece, or making a decision about helping out Italy, or whatever it might be. To get 17 parliaments all on the same page is literally impossible, and they've learned that lesson the hard way. Well, so then they finally broke down and formed a central bank, one central bank, to try to deal with those issues, with parliaments understanding that whatever the central bank decides, that's it. It doesn't matter what your parliament believes. So they've had to kind of do that. And obviously, if we have a one world currency, or a currency moving in that direction, you're going to have a centralized government. And that is what I believe the progressive movement today is moving towards. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.